Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Alrighty. We're good to go. Let me get my overlay up. Here we are. Welcome to the watch along for the Brooklyn Nets and the New Orleans Pelicans. Last time out, the Nets lost to OKC quite convincingly. No Kevin Durant and Patty Mills in that fixture. It was Harden and the rest, basically, and we got blown out by OKC. Taught us a lesson. Obviously, haven't been in the best stretch of form recently. I think we're 4-6 in our last 10, so we need to get back on the right track with, a couple wins in a row. I think before this little rough patch, we hadn't lost 2 games in a row. And it's happened numerous times in this 10-game stretch. So I think the key is just getting a few wins together to regain a little bit of confidence, and then I think we can hit the ground running. But starting lineup is Patty Mills, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Day'Ron Sharpe, and Kessler Edwards. So pretty much identical to the starting 5 that saw a lot of success against the Bulls earlier in the week, where we flogged their ass by 26. It's just no Kyrie, obviously, because it's a home game. But we still can run the risk of playing Kyrie at home. It's just the Nets organization will have to deal with a bunch of fines. But look, when you think of it in the grand scheme of things, like paying the price with a couple fines is probably worth it. It's probably worth it. For the Pelicans, I'm not sure who's starting. Ingram, Herbert Jones is in. Ingram, obviously. Valanciunas will be in. Devontae Graham will probably be in. Yep. And Josh Hart? Yeah. And Josh Hart. So that's their starting 5. Valanciunas usually tortures us, especially on the glass. And he's been shooting the ball very well from 3 this year. So you can probably expect something similar, if not the same, to when they last came up against us. But we've just got the starting 5 announcement at the moment, so not too long before we get underway in this contest. Yeah. Alrighty. A win's needed though. We're 11-11 at home. I think we're 14-4 away from home, or 15-4, which is quite amazing. We can't do it for the fans, but we can do it basically silencing the fans. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether we can, wake up nice and early in this contest, get a commanding lead, and then, take it from there. Yeah, right now we're just waiting on the start, really. I'm guessing about 5 minutes or so until we tip things off. Around the grounds before we commence, you've got 2 games going on at the moment, which is between the Raptors and the Bucks, and the Blazers and the Wizards. It's pretty much about it before we get things underway. Just wait on it. Yeah, this is the boring segment. I think it's really good exposure for these young guys, Edwards and Sharpe. They actually fit into the rotation very well. Sharpe provides something that a lot of other centers on our roster don't offer. Rebounding, probably the most noticeable thing, most standout thing. And then Kessler Edwards, I think, fits in so many ways. He's a 6'9", 3-and-D, which is someone, we don't have anyone else like similar to that mold on the roster. So, I'm very for this lineup. Obviously, it probably won't remain the same with Claxton coming back and Aldridge coming back. But I can see Kessler Edwards being there in the long term, possibly. There's a bit of a luxury there. If you started him and played Harris off the bench, Mills off the bench, you're looking at a very deep bench rotation, or very good bench in terms of scoring ceiling. You look at Ingram right now, he's averaging 28 in the last 4 games. Shooting the ball at some pretty absurd clips, 54% from the field, 53% from 3. 6 boards, 6 assists. So he's going to be the guy to watch for the Pelicans. Well, we're just about to get things underway. I think usually Valanciunas and players of his size would probably dominate in the rebounding area, but I think Daron Sharp can probably even that one out. This is our 21st different starting lineup of the season, which, I mean, we had the 20th different starting lineup the last game. I mean, they just keep adding new lineups. It's all about experimentation for Steve Nash. He loves to do a bit of that. So, anyway, we're about to get underway in this contest. 16-26 record for Willie Green, who is the Pels coach, and the Nets 75-39. Steve Nash. Anyway, plays out for the Nets are Claxton, Aldridge, Irving, and Joe Harris, and that's about it. Apart from that, full rotation to pick from. Harden had a very off shooting night the other night, but pretty much had to handle the heat all by himself. Bit unfortunate there, but anyway, we're about to get things underway. For this, well, this is the start of the second half of the year for the Nets. First half, 26-15. If we do the same thing in the second half, we will end on 52 wins, you'd imagine. But that's just like timesing everything by 2. We're underway, Nets control, and we'll run into a set straight away through Patty Mills. And we already have a stoppage in play. Devontae Graham fouled KD. So yeah, you probably want to do everything you can to get out of that size mismatch, which is what Graham did there, and we'll reset. Sharp feeds KD in the exact same position he got fouled at. Scores the 2. Lovely. Looks like Herbert Jones has got the job on Kevin Durant. Graham goes around a few screens, receives. Now Ingram's in the post. Edwards is the guy getting the job there. Valanciunas, 1-2 with Graham. Shoots over Sharp, and that's good. A couple seasons ago, Graham absolutely torched the Nets. With Charlotte. He scored, I think, 40 in a game. Which was pretty absurd. Bounce pass by KD to Sharp. Strong take, and he missed it off the glass. And then James Harden comes in with the turnover, or forces the turnover. Harden has to hold the play up, waits for KD, gives it back to Harden. Screen by Sharp. Pass to KD, 3-pointer. Sat in the rim just a little bit, but then just trickled out. Herbert Jones in the corner, fakes the 3. Edwards bites. Good aerial contest by Daron. Harden. Corner. Paddy. Yes! Woo! 5-2. Early going. Love to see it. Ingram. Screen set for him. Pass to Jones. Ingram again. Graham. Valanciunas now posting up Sharp. Good defense, Daron. Good defense. And that's the thing with having a much bigger body. You sort of have to sacrifice a little. Mills again. Nope. Daron, good work. Nearly got the rebound. Instead, Hart pushes the pace. And Mills looks like he was called for a blocking foul. But Daron, you sort of sacrifice a little bit of speed and switchability, but on the flip side, the physicality on the big men is going to be a key or something you can get out of Dayron. Anyway, Ingram's got it here. Edwards goes under the screen. Ingram doesn't shoot. Ingram in the mid-range over Kessler is fouled. And we're getting 2 shots. So, Edwards has been really good defensively on whoever his assignment has been. I didn't see a foul, but the refs saw otherwise. And with 9:36 to go in the first quarter, early going, it's 5-2. Ingram is off on the first free throw. But yeah, Edwards, he was great on DeRozan. He shut him down in the second half of that game the other day, and that helped us basically get some separation. You love to see that there's a bit of faith being put in the young guys to basically play on the best offensive threat. You know, Edwards has been given that task, and I think it's really good for his development. Anyway, Harden, screen set by Dayron. Beautiful! In that split decision situation where he could either opt to pass it to the rolling Dayron Sharp or go himself. He went himself that time, and Valanciunas committed to Dayron more than he did to James Harden. Anyway, Ingram one-on-one with Kessler. Edwards is forced to pass it to Devontae in the corner. Misses. And there was a bit of fighting under the rim for the rebound between Valanciunas and Sharp. Oh, beautiful, James. Valanciunas and Dayron were in a tie-up, and that meant that no one was under the rim to contest the accelerating Harden. Ingram in the corner. Yes. 3-pointer. It's 9-6, Brooklyn. Defense has been good to start off. Pelicans don't have a lot of offensive options, but we've done okay against the few good ones they got so far. KD's fouled on the jump shot in the mid-range, and 2 more coming up. To those who have just joined us, new to the stream, welcome to the stream. Come say hello in the chat if you have any questions about the Nets and whatnot. The game, if you don't have access to it, if you want to know a specific stat or something, we are covered. We got the box score ready to go at all timeouts to have a look through. If you just want to say hello, though, thank you. KD converts free throw number 1, and it's 10-6 Brooklyn. And the second is good. So 11-6, 8:25 to play, and Vontae will bring the ball up. Patty Mills has that assignment today, and rightfully so, because they are the 2 smallest players on the floor for either side. Valanciunas got the shooter's roll, or the shooter's bounce, on his mid-range jumper, and it is now 11-8. Harden. KD in the corner. Posts up Herbert Jones again. Harden outside. Gets past Hart. KD fakes the 3. Shoots the 2. Misses. That was a good shot, though. No aerial contest. Josh Hart. Ingram. Drives on Edwards. Oh, good work, Kessler. He fell for the pump fake, but was able to recover. But Ingram was still too good to make the shot. So 11-10 now. Oh, Patty Mills had me fooled. He faked the pass to Edwards. I don't know if Edwards' movement was helping in terms of putting me off. Oh, damn, Edwards blocked Ingram, forced the pass it to Valanciunas, and then, well, Valanciunas missed the shot. Harden fakes the 3. KD with the good move to get freed up. Scores the 2 from the top of the paint. And he got fouled too. So it's an and 1. I hear water in the background. What the hell? Beautiful move by KD. Hesitated to go one way, went the other. And that was enough space to have Jones pretty much at a disadvantage for the whole, possession. Anyway, it's 15-10, 7 minutes to play. KD 1 to go. Got it. And this has been a pretty strong start by the Nets. Valanciunas hasn't really hit too many shots. It's basically been Ingram or bust. Graham switches on a Sharp. And Sharp forced a turnover. Tapped it out of Graham's hands, but it must have gone through Graham as it trickled out of bounds. Let's have a look at the replay here. Active hands. Oh, that was like a very quick swipe. Beautiful play by the young man. And now we're looking at the box score. Let's have a cheeky look at 16-10 as you can see. As you can also see, box score, the offense has been run through Ingram, and so it should because he is on a tear recently. You know, a couple turnovers for the Pels. They're shooting it all right, but we have already had 2 more shots and been to the line just a little bit more. KD with the 7, Patty Mills with a 3 and 5. Harden hasn't missed a shot. He's already basically clogging the stat line in the early going. He's got 2 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 stat you love to see, no turnovers. Dayron's been decent, and Edwards has played some good defense, so you can't really complain with this start at all, really. Valanciunas hasn't really done much. It's basically Operation Shutdown Ingram. Last time we played the Pels, we did start off... I think we started off pretty well, but then I think we choked the lead and basically held on in the last few minutes, because if you had a few more minutes on the clock, we probably would have been overrun. So KD was the guy stepping up in that game. But, obviously that got chalked down as a win. So, yeah, I think we need to replicate the same thing without choking the lead, pretty much. And it's a vastly different roster to what we were fielding in that fixture. I'd love to have a look at what it looked like in that game. I'm just going to have a little look. Okay. It looks like, yeah, Joe Harris was playing in that game. We won 121-12, and Harden, Joe Harris, and KD combined for 91. Harden with 39, Durant with 28, and Joe with 24. Hit 6 threes on that night. Harden hit 6 threes too. KD didn't miss one from deep. And we had Bembry, Aldridge, Javon Carter, Patty Mills, and Millsap come off the bench. So, obviously, the rookies weren't getting any opportunities at that time. Anyway, Ari, welcome to the stream. Indeed. Go Nets, man. Go Nets. Cam is into the game for the first time. Harden fakes the mid-range. Screen by Dayron. He rolled to the rim. The pass wasn't on. Now Dayron shoots the midi. And, well, he barely hit the rim. So, I think Dayron should not try that again. Then Dayron holds up Josh Hart, and Josh Hart loses the ball. Harden, no look! Dayron! Dunks it down. Love to see it. Razzle dazzle is what Iron Eagle would say in that situation. It's an 8-point lead now. Ingram in the post. Edwards guarding again. Good defense. Miss created, and it's going to be Nets ball. See, look at that. Valanciunas isn't getting the luxury of those offensive rebounds that he probably would be getting with Claxton or Aldridge, because they usually get out-muscled. Dayron's been really good in the time he's been on a court, and more importantly, as a starting center. Harden with the floater. Nope. Dayron, good effort. That's going to be off. Brooklyn. Well done, Dayron. Against the couple, was able to even that situation out and forced another possession, which is really good. Anyway, we got just under half a quarter remaining in the first. Dayron bounced past to KD. Wasn't the best. KD fumbled it, but he was able to recover. KD 2-pointer. Dayron creates another possession. Lovely. Edwards hesitates on the 3. Durant shoots the 3. Yes! Let's go. 11-point lead. 21-10. 5 minutes to play. 10-0 run. Last 2 minutes. Now Ingram's got it. Kicks it out of Josh Hart in the corner. I was saying Harder. Yeah, Josh Hart scores that 3. We committed a little bit too much, and there was no help on the weak side. Harden screen. Separation created, and Valanciunas didn't stand a chance. That's just physicality, and Harden hasn't missed a shot in the first quarter. Actually, he did. He's 3 of 4. Nonetheless, a good return. Devontae Graham somehow has a wide open 3. We try to help, and, well, it didn't work. Devontae Graham hits another 3, and now it is Cam with the ball. 1-on-1 with Temple, former Nets player. Cam Thomas gets to his spot. Falling away. Nice mid-range jumper. And that's what's in his kit bag. You know what you're going to get there. Devontae Graham looking for Valanciunas in the post. Dayron does well to shut that option down. Valanciunas doesn't shoot the 3, and he's fouled on the floor by Dayron. As Valanciunas look to take it off the dribble. It's going to be a side out. Fairly good defensive possession. We're going to see an array of changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin's going to come in for Sharp. Bembry's going to come in for the like replacement in Bembry. And Valanciunas will take a seat for New Orleans. So a 25-16 scoreline with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. I don't know who that is passing it in. Ingram's got it now, though. Jackson Hayes is in the game for the Pels. Ingram's got it in the post now. Bembry's guarding. Looks like we're playing a bit of zone defense, but somehow that resulted in Ingram getting a wide open look, but the shot clock had already expired. Very good defense on that possession. The Pels have had 4 turnovers, and I think one of the stats that is really helping us get this lead is the fact we've had no turnovers to start things off. KD, just as I say that, nearly turned it over, but Bembry passes the Cam in the corner and threw it way too high. So I basically jinxed them. Turnover number 1, and it comes 8.5 minutes into the first quarter. Nonetheless, fairly decent showing. Alexander Walker's in the game. And I don't know who that is. Alvarado? Is that his name? Must be a 10-day contract player because I've never seen this guy play in my life. Blake Griffin looks like he took a shot. Ingram looking to receive the ball. He does now. Blake Griffin on him. 1-on-1. Harden comes over to help a little bit. Oh, and he forced the turnover. The zone defense is really putting the Pelicans off. And that's what you want to see. That is a pretty appalling offensive set if you're the Pelicans. KD, way off balance. Wanted the foul. In absolute disbelief that he didn't get a foul called for him. But he scored the midi anyway. It's an 11-point game. Temple out to Alexander Walker. They're looking a bit fumbly. They feed it to Temple up the top. And that rims out. Bembry rebound. Durant, Cam Thomas. Alexander Walker playing defense. Cam, 2-pointer, pull up. Oh man, the offense is fluent today. And it really helps when you get stops. I mean, we saw this in the Chicago game. We were getting a lot of stops, allowing us to get a lot of transition buckets. Alexander Walker just shoots a rhythm 3. I mean, that was too easy, and Nash is going to call a timeout. Don't know who was guarding him. Probably Cam Thomas. That was just way too easy. To those who have joined us in the stream, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, we're going to be here for the whole game, obviously. And we will be back in a couple days for the Brooklyn Cavaliers fixture. At least I'm hoping so. I'm pretty sure I will. So if you want to stay notified, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that's a little thing you can do. Support the channel, or you can just like the video right now, and show your support in that respect. Anyway, let's have a look at the box score once again, as is a staple of our timeouts. And you can see, it's Ingram or bust, basically. The Pelicans are shooting it actually pretty well. They've hit 4 threes already. They've turned the ball over 4 times, though, which has given us a lot of extra opportunities. You can see we've had 6 more shots and are shooting the ball at a pretty absurd clip. We've only turned the ball over once. And you can see KD is basically fueling our offense. But you're seeing some contributions from James Harden, who's had 6 and 4 assists without a turnover, which is always a good sign. And Patty Mills has hit 5. So, yeah, I think it's obviously very easy to overlook that Edwards and Sharp haven't been good because they haven't done, like, anything. But Sharp has been really good on defense, and Edwards, well, he's also been good on defense. Edwards has gone on Ingram, and Sharp has gone on Valanciunas, and, well, as you can see, Valanciunas only has the 2 points, and Ingram, well, he's got 6, but he's only taken the 3 shots, and also turned the ball over a few times, so, or once, but you get my point. He's getting worried out of it a little bit. But you can also see nice 4 bench points by Cam Thomas as well. Obviously, the bench scoring is going to be a bit lacking. But, you know, in games like this, it's, I guess, sort of expected. This time last year, James Harden was playing his first game for the Brooklyn Nets. Crazy to think that it's already been a year since, you know, that trade occurred. Arguably, I'd say Jarrett Allen has been the best, or the Cavaliers have been the winners of this deal, because they got Jarrett Allen for basically nothing, and he's playing like an all-star. If he doesn't get an all-star appearance, you already know that's an absolute snub. In past seasons, when we've had players that are deserving of awards or, you know, all-star spots, haven't really gotten them. Dinwiddie, I think, got snubbed for a 6th man a couple of years ago, almost improved. Yeah, Russell got an all-star appearance in 2018-19. So there was that. Anyway, we're back, by the way. KD's got the ball in the post. Temple is getting the assignment now. It's a travel. And KD's just going to have to walk that one back to his mark. Alvarado has got the ball. I didn't even know this dude existed until basically 5 minutes ago. Hayes tries to find Ingram. Good work by Cam Thomas. And KD gets the ball. Beautiful help defense by Cam. Blake's got a wide open 3. Oh my fucking god, he airballed it. But Patty Mills snuck up behind, got another possession, and then, well, we coughed it up again. Alvarado for 3 is no good. Kevin Durant rebounds. So the defense has been very good in this quarter. Very good. KD skip pass. Cam Thomas 3. Yes! Let's go. 32-19. Cam's got 7. He hasn't missed a shot. That's what you love to see in the early going. Ingram switch. Corner. Back out to Ingram. Griffin is defending. KD is, well, I don't know what he's doing. KD, beautiful! That was actually really smart. They were opting for the zone defense, allowed KD to commit to helping out. Bembry gets blocked on the shot attempt. And in transition, Ingram will kick it back out. Temple had an open 3. Gave it to Ingram in the corner instead. And then Jackson Hayes got the offensive board. So that's going to be a problem. Griffin cannot box out for his life. Bembry with the block from behind. Defense has been elite in the first quarter. I mean, something like this was needed because we conceded 130 to OKC. I don't care what personnel you have in the game. Defense is translatable. And then Blake Griffin concedes another offensive rebound. Second time, and Alvarado got fouled, scored off the glass, and won. But, fam, Blake Griffin has already conceded 2 second chance opportunities. Jackson Hayes has mopped up the offensive boards in basically the 3 minutes he's been on the court. So, we've got to be better, way better than that, if we're going to be honest. Anyone who's just joined us, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. We are 6 subs away from 150 last time I checked. So if you want to help me out in getting to that mark, subscribe. The Pelicans have a chance to cut it to 10, which they do. And we will hold for 1. There is 25 seconds on game clock and 24 on shot clock. Harden will hold for 1. Here we go. Switch is made. I don't know who Harden is on now. He looks considerably bigger. Harden gets past him. Passes to Bembry. Kicks it out of KD. Shoot it! Yes! On the buzzer. On the horn. Oh, we just let go of it. He just let go of it. I thought the shot clock had expired, but I was mistaken. KD has had a wonderful first quarter. I mean, that was a wonderful first quarter in general, but we look at the box score and KD with 15 and a quarter. No sweat, no fuss. 8 shots, 2 threes, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. I mean, great first quarter. James Harden with 6. He actually had a really good quarter. 6 points. And the 4 assists. He played only 10 minutes, Harden. I don't remember him going to the bench, but KD, I mean, it's now a staple. I think we've worked out the Brooklyn Nets rotation, at least when Kyrie isn't playing, is KD will play the full first quarter. He'll take a 6-minute rest, and then he'll come on for the final 6 minutes. Cam with a very nice 7 off the bench. Our shooting splits are great. Barely turned the ball over. One area I'm looking for us to improve on, though, is the offensive boards. The Pelicans aren't shooting the ball very well, but I do just have a little bit of criticism for Blake Griffin, who let Jackson Hayes have 2 offensive boards in 4 minutes. But you can see, apart from Ingram, not really much has been going well for the Pelicans. They're not shooting it awful. They have had 5 turnovers, though. Which is obviously something that they'd like to focus on cutting down as the second quarter arrives and elapses. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway. Waiting for the start of the second quarter. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, drop a like on it. It is appreciated. If you show your support to the channel. And we'll be back in a couple days for an earlier edition of a Brooklyn Nets matchup. It looks like they aren't counting the 3. Because the 3 has been retracted. But yet... Okay. So the 3-pointer by KD will not count. So basically, we've had this stoppage in play. KD is going to get pinged for a shot clock violation, which means that instead of the timeout for the second, or a timeout and then the second quarter starting, we've got 1.3 seconds of the first quarter, and then we're going to dive straight into the second. You know, pretty bizarre way to do things, but here we go. They get a shot off and missed it. And now we're just going to go straight. We're going to go straight into the second quarter. Usually not how you do things, but... I think the Pelicans thought they had a stoppage, but well, that didn't happen. They weren't given that privilege, and now we're just going to go straight into the second quarter. Valanciunas posts up Dayron and missed it. Good work, Dayron, holding his ground. Harden, he's got Kessler Edwards to his left. Wanted the alley-oop. It didn't, happen. It wasn't the best pass, but Cam Thomas pull up 2, uncontested. And Cam's got 9. He still hasn't missed. Hart fumbled the ball out of bounds. And forcing turnovers has been a strong suit of ours, which, usually, generally speaking, is not the case. But today, I think we've forced already 7 turnovers, which is huge plus. Harden behind the back to try free up some space. Dayron back out of Harden. Dayron wrapped around Valanciunas, and Dayron just basically caressed the ball into the rim. It's a 14-point lead early on. Graham 3 off. Bembry nearly got taken out by Sharp. Everything is all good, and Harden's got the ball here. Kick out to Edwards in the corner. 3-pointer. Splash! Let's go. This is just beautiful to watch. Beautiful. Harden, 4 defenders basically collapsed into the paint. Edwards is left open in the corner, and he will score that one. No worries. Yeah, I cannot complain with this start. Back to the box score. You can see that is how it is for the Pels. Once again, we've said Ingram and Valanciunas usually kill us, but Valanciunas hasn't really done anything. He's had the 1 rebound and he's had the 2 points. He usually will have a double-double against us. No worries. We've gone on a nice little 7-0 run to start things in the second quarter. The Pels aren't shooting it very well. You look at us. Obviously, those 3 points from KD's 15-point first quarter were taken away. But Edwards, Sharp, and Cam Thomas have all hit the board early in this second quarter. It's been the Edwards 3, the Dayron paint 2-pointer, and the Cam Thomas pull-up 2. So it's been all the young guns combining. We're shooting the ball very well in all 3 areas. Haven't turned the ball over. You can't really ask for much more. The defense has been wonderful. How many turnovers have we forced? 6. Which is good. Why is it spazzing out? Okay, hang on. There we go. There we go. I think that should be better. We'll leave it at that, and we'll go back to the NBA overlay. If you've just joined us, say hello. Say hello to us. Love to know how you're all doing. Wherever you are in the world, I'd love to know where you are all at, what country, because I've had some interesting ones usually come to my stream. We had one from I think Belarus last week. We've had ones from Jamaica, freaking all over the joint. It's lovely to see. Usually the 2 things that unite people are sports and music. Usually the 2 things that are really uniting. Upcoming schedule: Cleveland, Washington, San Antonio, Minnesota, and then the back-to-back with LA and Denver. I will be doing Cleveland and Washington. Then I'm going on a break. I'm going away for a few days, so I won't be in for San Antonio or Minnesota. But we will be back for, I'd like to say Denver. LA, I think we're just not going to do. Ray, I had no idea you were from Italy. So, huge up Italy. That's one place I want to go to in my lifetime. And Philippines. I actually like looking at my geography stats for the YouTube channel. There is I think that's like my second or third highest percentage of views. They come from the Philippines, so there actually is a very good following over there. Anyway, we are back with the basketball, and Alexander Walker drives on Edwards, fakes the shot a couple times. Edwards stays with it. And that is wonderful defense by Day'Ron Sharpe. Valanciunas got the offensive board, but there was like two others under the rim. And Valanciunas just basically threw it up, lost the ball, it came off his foot. Harden navigates through traffic. Now, the ball doesn't want to go in, but Day'Ron is fighting on the glass and was able to secure another possession. And then Edwards nearly turned it over. He was looking for the little touch pass to Harden. Pelicans defender read it, but it's still going to be a side out. That is just wonderful by Day'Ron Sharpe, though. If he can play like that, I mean, that's all we ask from him, really. Harden, Day'Ron rolls to the rim, but the Pelicans cover it well. Kessler Edwards with a mid-range. That's one way to penetrate the zone. Graham. Bembry recovers. Temple. Hart. Oh, that's beautiful. Another turnover forced. Bembry. Cam. 3. Oh, Jesus Christ. He overshot that by a long way. Graham kicks it back out of Temple. That is a missed 3. Cam Thomas rebound. It's a 19-point lead. This is lovely basketball. Cam Thomas, one-on-one. Cross. Cam kicks it back out. Edwards doesn't hesitate on the 3 and airballed it. My God, it's hit or miss with these rookies. Like, they will hit like a crazy 3, but they'll also miss the shot by a damn long way. Like, Edwards scored that mid-range too, and then airballs a 3-pointer. It's going to be another foul. It's going to be a Nets ball. It looks like it was an offensive foul on whoever set the screen. Yep, Valanciunas pushed Bembry into the defender, which was Bembry at the time. Valanciunas has had an absolute nightmare of a second quarter, or of a game, really. There's more water running in the background. I don't know if you can hear. The Pelicans have 8 turnovers already. Bounce pass by Harden behind the back. Day'Ron, good fight! Followed up his own miss, tipped it up and in, and it's a 21-point lead. We have doubled the Pelicans' score. 11-0 run in the last 3 minutes. The Pelicans have gone like 4 minutes without a score. And just as I say that, Josh Hart is fouled on the inside. Day'Ron's been really disciplined on the defensive end in this game. I think that's his first foul of the game. Usually he goes like a full 5 minutes picking up 3 fouls, but I think this is his first foul and he's played like 11 or 12 minutes. Been a major positive on both ends of the floor. Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to giving him minutes when Aldridge and Claxton are back, but you almost have to play Aldridge for offense and you have to play Claxton for defense. But I mean, yeah, we picked up this guy, or we got the pick that we used on this guy, getting rid of Shamet. Kessler Edwards, floater off the glass. Nice shooter's roll. And he's got a few buckets too. I think he's got 7. This quarter, oh, Herbert Jones cutting to the rim. He missed the layup. And the Pelicans still haven't scored a field goal in this quarter. Here we go. Harden posting up Alexander Walker. Kicks it back out of Bembry. And now Cam Thomas, who drives and was fouled. Or I think he was tripped. And Cam Thomas will shoot 2. A technical foul picked up by the Pelicans. So it's gone from bad to worse for the Pelicans. But this is a very similar mold to what was going on in the first fixture between these two sides. Big lead. I think it was a 21-point lead. We choked it, but we held on. For our sake, let's hope I didn't just jinx it. Harden, here we go. First free throw is good. And there is only one free throw for him. It was a technical, but Cam Thomas has been fouled on the previous possession in case you missed it. And he will be shooting a couple. No, he won't. It'll be a side out. Harden receives here. Dayron! Alley-oop! Let's go, dude. 48-24. This is a blowout already. Alexander Walker drives on Bembry. Swat! What? Bembry... Okay, so this is what happened. Shot went up. Bembry blocked it. Dayron blocked the deflection of Bembry's hand. But they've been pinged for goaltending, which can't be right. But look... Yeah, at the moment, it doesn't look like those 2 points that they pick up are going to matter in any way, shape, or form. But then again, it could. Harden fakes the three. Thomas. Oh, wow! That was like a little... I don't even know what that was. He was going away from the basket and was just able to flick it up. Valanciunas got fouled. I think he was pushed as he went up for the hook shot. Airballed that hook shot, but don't matter because he got fouled. The Pels have only made one field goal in the first 5 minutes of this quarter. Absolute... I don't know what the word is. I'm just going to say absolute credit to the Nets, or this unit that has played some great defense. I mean, Ingram's been out of the lineup in this time. But, yeah. 17 points from Nets rookies in this quarter, I've just heard. 17. I don't know how many were scored in total. We've scored 18. So the one technical free throw by James Harden is the only bucket or only point that's come from a rookie. Or hasn't come from a rookie in the first 5 minutes of this quarter. That is pretty sublime. Valanciunas goes 1 of 2 from the line. And it's a 50-27 lead. The Nets have an opportunity here to extend further. Harden can kick it out. He goes himself. And I don't know who got fouled, but Dayron got pushed under the ball as he got the offensive board. And got it in. He actually tried to dunk it, but he laid it up instead. I don't even know how to describe that any other way. But Harden was fouled on his drive, so he's going to go to the free throw line instead of Dayron. It probably would have been considered offensive interference if the play continued. But Harden shooting 2. And the first is successful. I mean, this has just been great, and this is all with our KD on the floor. Harden's already got 9 assists. He hasn't turned the ball over once today. This is very similar to that 25-point, 16 assist performance against the Bulls earlier in the week. Only the 2 turnovers in that contest. So you love to see it. That's what you need from your point guard. A guy that can reliably distribute the ball without turning it over. Ingram's got it. Edwards playing defense. Switch. Edwards recovered well. Ingram faked the shot, but he missed the mid-range. And Harden pushes the pace with a really rash decision to full court pass it. That was never on. I don't know what he was doing there. See, that's killer. That's his first turnover of the game. And what a terrible way to do it. Alvarado three-pointer is off as it hits back rim, but Clark gets the rebound. Ingram rhythm 3. Probably fouled. It rattled around the rim and went out. Cam Thomas the other way will slow things down. We're going to get a timeout with exactly 6 minutes to play. We're exactly halfway through, and the Nets are winning this one exceptionally. I mean, what a commanding lead this is. We've had 20 points already, and 17 of those have come from rookies. The other 3 have come from James Harden free throws. Looking at the box score, the Pels don't have one player that scored at least 6 or at least 7 points. which basically speaks volumes about offensive shot creation and whatnot. They're shooting the ball at an atrocious rate now. It was looking pretty good for a bit there, but they've dried up from the offensive end. And for the Nets, well, look at the offensive, what's the word? Offensive spread. Kevin Durant's been on the bench for 6 minutes, but that's been no problem because all the rookies have done the work. Edwards has got 7. Dayron's got 8. He's shot the most shots on the team. He's had 4 offensive rebounds. He's had 7 in total. 8 and 7 in 14 minutes is great. And only the 2 personal fouls, which is decent. I mean, look at the plus-minus numbers for him, Harden, and Edwards. Harden's got 9 assists, and it doesn't look like the turnover went down for him. It went down for Dayron Sharp. I'm not really sure how that's happened. But Patty Mills has been on the bench too in this time. Cam Thomas is 11 off the bench. He's missed 1 shot. And Bembry's just played some good defense. It's really as simple as that. We're shooting the ball well in all areas, getting offensive boards. Assist numbers are through the roof. Turnover numbers are very low. Couldn't ask for more. We've out-rebounded them by 7. We've had 6 more shots. We've made 12 more shots in total, which is just telling, really. And the Pels have had 8 turnovers. So the box score really speaks for itself. It's a great showing by the rookies today. Great showing. And this is what happens when you give him that exposure. Give them that opportunity. They will capitalize on it. It's really exciting for the future. When you see these guys play, you know there's a future beyond James Harden, Kevin Durant, and whatnot. You've got Cam Thomas, the shot creator. You've got Dayron Sharp, the offensive rebounding, physical big. And you got Kessler Edwards, which is basically the glue guy. Can hit a few shots. 3-and-D wing that's got length. Goes on your opposition's best scorer. Anyway, majority of those guys have gone to the bench. Bembry's in. KD's back in. Mills is back in. Dayron remains in. KD misses. Dayron nearly another offensive board. That's off. Bruce Brown got absolutely thrown aside by Herbert Jones, who was going downhill. KD, I think, is a bit sore. He's rubbing his knee a little bit, which isn't great. I'm hoping that's not anything serious. Looks like we're going to have to call a timeout. Uh-oh. Katie's going to the locker room. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's just have a look here. Bruce Brown got pushed. Uh-oh. So it was his left knee. Okay, so there was just a little, Bruce Brown got hit right into KD. Oh, I don't know if it hyperextended. It looked like it hyperextended very slightly. It wasn't even on impact. It was like when he was backing back. It sort of tweaked. And, it's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's walked it off. Like, he's walking to the bench, but I guess in a situation like this, you cannot risk it. But KD, I think he was trying to walk it off, but it just wasn't... It wasn't going away. The pain, so fingers crossed. But he just walked off and basically was like, I quit. But for the sake of, I mean, just the team and the season in general for the Nets, we cannot afford KD to go down and be out for an extended period of time. Cannot. So I don't know who's coming to the game, but now the Pelicans will probably believe that they can come back into the game. Bruce Brown is getting minutes, which is a bit odd. Dayron, tough shot. Nearly got his own offensive board again, but he's off. Ingram pushes the pace. What? Dayron fouled Jackson Hayes, and he's going to get going to the bench. Blake Griffin's getting ready to check in. He's on 3 fouls, and he basically pushed Hayes as he went up for the layup. Hayes scored the 2-pointer. So lead is cut to 23. Dayron put in some high-energy minutes in his stint on the court in the first half. We won't see any more action from him for the remainder. But now this lineup is really confusing. Bembry, Brown, and Edwards at the same time. And Griffin. Paddy, 3-pointer, freed up. Oh, gee, it took like... It went around the world, around the rim. Ingram, alley-oop. Hayes isn't able to finish the layup. Bembry, Mills, corner, Bruce. Kicks it out of Blake. Screen set for Paddy, who's freed up. Mid-range is good. 54-30 with 4.5 left in the second quarter. We're shooting it at 55%. And the Pels are shooting it at 30. Herbert Jones with a wraparound shot. Very impressive there. Bruce Brown will bring it up. There's no spacing. What is Bembry doing? Harden's going to come in. Play the remaining 4 minutes of the quarter. Actually, nope. He's just going to wait a little bit. Ingram. Looking. Alvarado, 3-pointer over Mills is a brick. Good fight by Josh Hart. Nearly stole the offensive board from Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown was trying to get a defensive rebound. Foul on the floor. Foul on Blake Griffin, who was setting the screen. Herbert Jones will pick it up. Harden's coming in for Bembry, which is a move I like for spacing reasons. But even if Harden's not scoring, if he can free up the other shooters, I'm happy for him to get 8 points in a half. He's gotten the 9 assists and hasn't turned the ball over. Well, he has once, but you saw the rookies had 17 of the first 18 points in the quarter. Edwards 3-pointer. Yes! Automatic! Edwards 3. See, I'm happy for Harden to get 8 points if he's going to get 10 assists and free everyone else up. Hart, corner 3 is off. Griffin, good rebound. Oh, please secure the ball. Thank you. I'm happy for Harden to do this. If he doesn't turn the ball over and just frees, other players up and we get scores out of it, I'm happy. Harden is doing nothing with the ball here. Harden shoots the 3. No. Bruce, get it! Went off his knee and he wasn't fast enough to get it before it went out of bounds. See, Harden shouldn't be settling for one-on-one isolation when he's got 10 assists. He's just got to keep doing what he's doing with handling the ball as a point guard, essentially. He doesn't need to do anything else. Ingram's got it. Switch. Shoots over Blake, a mid-range. That is no good. Patty Mills, good rebound. Tries to push the pace, but good defense by Alvarado to hold him up. And I'd imagine Mills is looking for Harden. Instead, he gives it to Griffin, who shoots the 3. That's off. Oh, Patty nearly. Josh Hart pushes the pace. Gee, the pace has picked up a little bit. Ingram weaves his way through. Spin move. And scores off the glass. That's, I think, the first time Ingram scored in a long time. Edwards shoots the three again. Oh! Edwards! The Kess Express is live. Oh my goodness. Ingram, for some reason, is left wide open for three. Don't ask me how that's happened. But, yeah, that'll go down in the books as a three-pointer. 60-37. 2 minutes to play, and Harden was fouled. Did Jackson Hayes get to the ball before it hit the glass? Because that would have been a goaltend. Edwards has hit 3 threes in the half. I mean, you can't ask for much more from the rookie, man. We got this bloke at pick 44. Harden. Free throw 1. Goes around the rim and out. He's been involved in it a few times from the line. I think he's gone to the line 4 or 5 times, courtesy of a couple technical free throws as well, or 1 technical free throw. Second free throw by Harden is good. 24-point lead. Two minutes to play. As we wind down the first half, Ingram, one-on-one with Edwards, shoots over him. Good defense, Cass. Harden crosses up Ingram. Bounce pass behind the back. Mills three-pointer. Yes! Oh my god, the spacing, bro. 64 in the first half. 47% from 3. That is 7 threes from 15. Herbert Jones misses the corner 3. Brown will be in no rush. Gives it a Harden. Brown rolls. Harden shoots the 3 instead. Hits the 3! Woo! All this damage has been done without Kevin Durant. This is nuts, bro. Let's have a look at the box score. I mean, look at this. The Pelicans are shooting like poo-poo. 8 turnovers. 17 boards in total. Ingram's shooting the ball. Not great. Brilliant job by Kessler Edwards. Look how ill that starting lineup plus minus is. Josh Hart is a negative 30 in 16 minutes, bro. That's bad. I'm not a genius, but that is bad. We've had 35 points to 15 in this quarter, man. Let's have a look at our shooting splits, bro. 55 or 56% from the field, 47%, or no, 50% from 3, and 7 of 8 from the line. Out rebounding, only the 4 turnovers. Harden has 11 assists and 13 points, man. 10 points to Patty. Kessler Edwards is 13, equal leading scorer, and 11 a Cam. If Dayron was on the court and scored a 2-pointer, we'd have 6 players in double-digit scoring in the first half, which I don't think has ever happened. And if it has, it's been a damn long time since it's happened. Plus 33 in 19 minutes for James Harden is amazing. Kessler Edwards has been great, man. Great. I mean, this is just the dream performance. You know, especially coming off a pretty abysmal loss to OKC. Mind you, we didn't have KD or Mills, but fam, Kessler Edwards just does so much for your spacing, man. Ingram didn't shoot. Herbert Jones, 3-pointer in the corner is good. Edwards has done very well forcing the ball out of Ingram's hands. Because otherwise he's going to be shooting a tough shot over him. Harden's just going to hold. You'd want a 2-for-1 execution here. Harden looking for a pass. Bruce. Patty. Bruce. Good roll. Blake. Oh. Blake is fouled on the floor with 27 seconds remaining. We are in the bonus. So we'll head to the line. Another good case of offensive rebounding positioning. this time by Blake, and he will shoot 2 free throws at the line. Get the lead up to 30. He scores the first free throw, 68 points in the half by Brooklyn. That's with KD playing 13 minutes, which is just, I mean, credit to these guys that have played tonight. Credit to the rookies, most importantly. Dayron's got 8, Kessa's 13, Kemmer's 11. So they've had 32 in a half. Those three. Vontae is going to hold for 1. 2-second difference between shot and game, not glame. Here we go. Ingram trying to post up Harden. He shoots a tough shot and scores it. 4 seconds for us to operate with. Edwards. Feed it to Harden. Oh, Edwards! Nearly took it all the way. And Jackson Hayes had to help out. And he got the block before Edwards' shot could register with the backboard. But our lead is 28 at the main change. And the worst thing that happened out of this half was that KD went off with an injury. And we don't know the status of that at the moment. But to those who have just joined us or are new to the stream, welcome to the stream. Durant did hyperextend his leg, or it did get twisted. So we currently don't know the status of KD. Why is a hairdryer going off now? Fucking hell. So that is probably the worst thing that could happen. The best thing that could happen is that even despite KD playing no second quarter action, we were able to extend the lead. And not only that, extend the lead by about, well, what's the lead now? 28. Extended by about 18 points. And it would have been more if the KD three-pointer on the buzzer hadn't been discounted. It's just been a great half. The rookies have combined for 32, which is grouse. Edwards is shooting at a 3 or 4 from downtown. I mean, you can't complain. Dayron's been awesome with the 4 offensive boards and the 8 points. Patty Mills is 10, shooting the ball well, being a threat. James Harden, plus 31 in 20 minutes. He's going to have to play a lot of basketball in the second half, you'd imagine. And I don't think he's complaining because he's playing well. The 1 turnover, but he's had 13 points and 11 assists. I mean, that is the key to unlocking James Harden's game. If he shoots the ball well, defenders are going to pick him up, but that means that he can pass it to a lot more open players and just get that assist tally up and about. And look at that. He's got 11 assists and hasn't turned the ball over. If you can, as I said before, if you can reliably distribute the ball without turning it over, it is going to go a long way. It is going to do so much for your team in basically playing better basketball. The more the ball moves, the better. And you saw Edwards, Sharp, and Cam Thomas capitalized on that. They scored 17 of the first 18 points for the Nets in the second quarter. I mean, that's the future right there. And they were up to the challenge. Cam Thomas, I mean, yeah, he's been awesome. But you look at the shooting splits, they're through the roof. Offensive rebounding numbers are good. Assist numbers, we've already had 17. We're on track for about 35, which is insane. And turnover numbers, only 4.5. Sometimes they'll beef up in the second half, which is what we don't want. Especially seeing we don't have KD to bail us out in a high-pressure clutch situation. So the best thing that could happen is it doesn't come to that. But look, the offense has held up regardless. Like, even without KD on the floor. The spacing's been there. The rotations have been good. Edwards getting 20 minutes and a half. He deserves it. So I'm very happy that Nash gave it to him. Dayron Sharp getting off the most shots in the first half is a stat I don't think people saw coming. But yeah, just to have put into a bit of perspective. Wait. They've made 11 less shots. Turnover numbers, they've had 4 more. We've had 10 more rebounds. They've had 11 assists. which I guess you'd consider a bit surprising, considering, you know, it feels like we've been moving the ball way better and only had 6 more. But yeah, look, I'm not complaining. I'm really not. I guess you could probably say that it's because a lot of offensive rebounding has contributed to buckets. But yeah, for the sake of Kevin Durant at the moment, I'm really hoping he's okay. If you're new to the stream, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. To those who have been here for a bit, drop a like on the video, and if you're enjoying and you're new, subscribe to the show because I really appreciate your support. We're close to 150. So yeah. But here's hoping Kevin Durant's alright. Anyway, I'm just trying to see if I can find any, like, extra sources. Yeah, because I mean, the positive is KD walked off with it. But you already know this is going to result in the Nets saying he's going to be out for a week, and then he ends up being out for 5 weeks. It really is the name of the game with the Nets. They always do this. And it's amazing how consistent that actually is. It was like that with Kenny Atkinson, and it is the same with Steve Nash. They always keep it on the low. I mean, another positive about the injury is that I actually didn't notice that he was injured until the camera was placed on him after the action. The what is it? The transition play happened. Like, I mean, that always happens, but, like, I didn't see, like, him fall to the ground or anything. I just saw, once the camera put it on him, I thought he was just scratching his leg. And then he just walked off. This is our biggest halftime lead. Biggest halftime lead of the season, and the second biggest at Barclays Center. I think it was against the Pacers early this season when we were up 62-30 at the half. Look, I think it'll be okay. But I'm just... Yeah, just KD and injuries just is worrying, right? Because in the long term, this could be a problem. If he's out for a while. Anyway, yeah, that is not ideal. God damn it, dude. Jonathan, thank you. Thank you for the support, mate. Jonathan Gilchrist. What a name, mate. Lovely, mate. But yes, he is right. Show the support. It is appreciated, though, what you guys have done. And just overall, in the last month or so, sub count's gone up. Considerably better than it did for the first 100 subs, and the views have been up as well. So a lot of new traffic. Thank you for everyone who has shown your support in more ways than one in the last 6 months when when we've been around. Appreciate it. But if you have any thoughts about the game, about anything really, ask me. I'm looking at the chat right now. I'm actively looking at the chat. Obviously, we're worried about Kevin Durant. Because in case you missed it, he hyperextended his leg. No one noticed it for quite a while. But then he just innocuously rubbed his leg. wasn't right and he walked off. He knows his body, so yeah. And I think the Nets coaching staff and the Nets team in general would know the importance of him, you know, being healthy at all times. He's imperative to the Nets' success this season. You know, without him, we're probably no better than 5 or 6 seed. Even if he has a bad game, he's always got the potential to, you know, explode. He could be having like a 7 for 20 game and then just explode 5 or 5 in the last quarter. You know, when we're down like 8 and we need someone to dig in and score, he's imperative for that. So yeah, hopefully for Nets fans' sake, for the Brooklyn Nets organization, he is okay. If he's not okay, we've got problems. Anyway, share your thoughts about that in the chat, by the way, if you're feeling like it. If you're not feeling like it, that's all right too. Around the grounds, I think that's a little discussion we can have. The Cavaliers are somehow losing the Thunder. Don't ask me how that's happening. Miami are beating Philly. That's a good game. The Raptors are beating Milwaukee. Wow. The Knicks are beating Atlanta, who have been well off the mark. The Blazers are beating the Wizards. And it looks like the Lakers... there's a Lakers-Nuggets fixture, which I think is going to be a good game. And the Magic are playing the Mavericks, which is probably not as good a matchup as the others I've mentioned. The Celtics are playing the Bulls. That could be a good game. Clippers-Spurs. I mean, the Clippers have been off it for a bit this season. Obviously, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard being out does not help in any way, shape, or form. Damn. My throat's hurting. It's pretty exhausting stuff talking for that long. How have the Raptors done this with an 8-man rotation? Anunoby and Van Vliet have shot the ball like crap. Achua has 14. Siakam's played well. Boucher with 15 off the bench, but they got Champagne and Mikhailuk playing minutes. And Watanabe must have gotten out injured because he only played 5 minutes. And the Bucks have Giannis, Middleton. It's pretty much a full roster, apart from Holiday. Matthews played like trash. Allen's been decent. Middleton's been Giannis has been crap. He's gone to the line 13 times, though, and made them all, so credit to him. But regardless, the Bucks should not be losing this. It's a minute and a half to go, and they're down 5 in that fixture. So, yeah. But in case you've just joined us, we are waiting for the second half to begin. KD is out. We do not know the status. He did hyperextend his leg after Bruce Brown fell on him. After Herbert Jones full-on tried to muscle his way to the rim and threw Bruce Brown out of the way right into him. Okay. So, Kevin Durant is out for the rest of the night with a left knee sprain per the team. Durant... Okay, yeah. So, he's out. Out with a knee sprain. Which basically tells me that we're okay. Or we're better than... It's better than something disastrous. Disastrous? What the hell am I talking about? Disastrous. The good thing is we're up by 30. So unless we're the worst team in the league, which, I mean, it's not that far-fetched to say that, we will not be losing this. There's no way. We've got a minute and a bit to commence this second half. this is a big question. This is a life-changing question. Will the Nets hold on to this 28-point lead is the question. I mean, surely we play good enough defense in the second half to not lose this game. We've maintained it for a very good portion of the match. I'd argue defense has been the difference maker, but if that drops off and we get into this habit of being complacent and playing down as small teams, small opposition, then we could be staring down the barrel of an absolute choke job, basically. Yeah, which wouldn't be too ideal, would it? Not at all. Second half is about to begin. Ingram has been the high man for the... Hold on. The Pelicans. Listening to assistance. Okay, so focus on... apparently, the Pelicans are 4 of 13 at the rim. So, Dayron's been awesome there. And then you look at your boy, Kessler Edwards, who's been great on Ingram. Herbert Jones' three-pointer is good. So... Yeah, and then the fact we've had 17 assists and 5 turnovers, that's another difference maker. Patty Mills, pull up mid-range, is off. Too long. Hart, other way. Valanciunas gives it back to Josh Hart. Why does Vontae have a corner 3? He missed it. Harden's got the board. But that's way too wide open. Harden. One-on-one with Jones. Looking. Cam Thomas is starting the half. Floater. Dayron the follow! Dayron's been awesome, man. I'm not even opposed to starting this bloke when the centers come back. Cam Thomas, what is that? That's not good enough, Cam. Cam, that's not good enough. He had the rebound right in front of him, and he was way too flat-footed. Let Herbert Jones get the board, and then there was no defensive resistance under the rim. Patty's got it here. Three-pointer, no contest. Off. Herbert Jones pushing the pace. Edwards was too late. Goaltending. We're going the other way now. Harden. Dayron roll. Looking. Harden. Oh my god, James, man, you've got to... Harden turns it over again. He's already at a couple. I mean, we've got 3 rookies out there. So do we trust these guys enough? I trust Kessler. I don't know if I trust Cam. Ingram gets... Oh my god. Where did that come from? Ingram hesitated like he was going to shoot a mid-range and then ended up dunking the ball. It's back down to 21, so the lead has evaporated just a little bit. Harden, here we go. What the fuck is that shot, man? Harden had to foul because he was way too slow, and we needed a bit of time to go back. So the Pelicans are 4 of 6 to start the quarter, and we're 1 of 5 to start the quarter. So there's the story of the game for you. We need to switch back on, because we've started off a bit lackluster. The only bucket we've scored is a Dayron putback. There's a switch here. Ingram's on Mills. Uh-oh. Ingram. Good work by Kessler to get off him. The lead's gotten under 20 now, though, as Ingram scores the mid-range. We need to get some buckets, and we need to get some stops. Thank you. Harden. Looking. Dayron. Good. Oh, my God. Edwards was going for the dunk after cutting baseline. Oh, Hart's got a transition bucket. Call the fucking timeout, man. What? Hart got fouled as well? Harden tried to reach in, the dumbass, and... Oh, fuck me. Nah. Call a timeout, Steve. What are you doing? This is way too long. With it... I mean, they've already shaved off. They've already shaved, if Hart converts this free throw, they've nearly halved the lead already in 4 minutes, and you haven't called a fucking timeout. This is the brain-dead thing about Steve Nash. Doesn't do anything. 14-2 run in 3 minutes. Are you going to do something, Steve? Another turnover! Fucking call a timeout, man! Vontae Graham 3 is off. Get the board. This is not good enough. This isn't good enough, Steve. Not good enough. And he's just sitting in his damn seat. Call a fucking timeout and settle these rookies down, man. It's not good enough. The Pels have picked up the intensity and we haven't matched it. Oh, and there goes my stream. Where's the stream gone? We have just been halted. My stream has gone missing, but it looks like we hit a 3. Or 2. A 3? It's changed on my screen. It says 74 and 73. Okay, so Mills must have hit a 2-pointer, which he has. And the and one was converted, so... I do not want a repeat of the last time we played the Pels. Do not choke this game at all. Ingram. Fouled again. Oh my god, man. 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. 19-point lead. The lead has been cut by 9. If you've just joined us, welcome. KD is out for the rest of the game with a left knee sprain after Bruce Brown fell on his leg. He walked it off, but obviously it was bad enough for him to sit this one out. I feel like it was what was it? The lead that we had at halftime probably played into it. There's no need to risk it when we're up 20 something. Ingram misses free throw number 1. The fact that Steve Nash has not called a foul in this first 4 minutes is just criminal, though. They've gone on this run, and we've just let it happen. Or he's just let it happen. Ingram converts to number 2. It's an 18-point game. Harden's got it. Like, it's just getting offense. Like, where can you call upon... Or who can you call upon to create offense? Harden? What the what is that, Harden? He fucking tried to throw it to Dayron mid-shot, and it ended up hitting the rim. He turned it over. Dumbass. He's not looking after the ball. Valanciunas is trying to make Dayron bite on the pump fake. Valanciunas got around him and made the hook shot. This is a problem, man. How many turnovers has Harden already had this quarter? Like, why can't we go one game without him being consistent? Cam Thomas drives. Pulls up from 2. Good job, Cam. I feel like Cam could be that guy that will fill the KD role. Vontae Graham. Behind the back bounce. Valanciunas 3 is off. Oh, Edwards, please go 2 hands next time. He was able to tap it to Patty Mills for the rebound. Why is my stream cutting out? What is this shit? Oh my, give me a break, man. Give me a damn break. It's just going black. The screen's going black. We've got a timeout. So I don't actually know what just happened there. I'm just going to have to rely on the play-by-play. Okay, so Harden missed the three-pointer. We got an offensive board, and Herbert Jones fouled. So it's an opportunity to put the lead back up to 20. 17-7 outscored in this quarter. Steve Nash needs to call the timeout way earlier than that. I'm sorry. Why, ESPN, do you keep doing this? Okay. You can see 6 players in double figures. No one has scored more than 13, which is a great thing to look at. The problem is, we had 4 turnovers at the half. We've already got 3 in the quarter. And guess where they've all come from? Your boy James Damn Harden. 4 turnovers, man. 12 assists. I mean, it's not rocket science. Look after the ball, and we'll be right. But it's easier said than done for James Harden. It really is. We look at the Pels. Ingram has been Well, he's basically had to carry the load, as is demonstrated by him having 16 shots and the next best is 7. Valanciunas has been quiet. Josh Hart's been decent. Herbert Jones is 9. They're shooting the ball like poo. But now the turnovers are, well, the turnovers are the same. It's just frustrating, man. Can never go a full game with him being, proper, decent. Share your thoughts in the chat, lads, if you're feeling like it. Yeah, so I think Kessler Edwards has a chance to extend the lead. Anyway. Oh, I hate this. Because just seeing the lead cut by 10 already in this quarter is giving me anxiety. Harden is the leader on the floor. And he's got to be better at maintaining the basketball or looking after it. You saw the success we were having when we had 4 turnovers in a half. We have 3 in a quarter and immediately we let them back in the game. Because we're giving them all these transition buckets and extra possessions. It's just an easy route to success. Here we go. Dayron cuts to the rim. Beautiful move, Dayron! With the Euro, got around Josh Hart. He's been so impressive, man. He's been so impressive. He took that one off the dribble. Ingram, I thought there was a turnover involved. Dayron, brilliant box out. He's been so good, man. Harden again. Uh-oh, fucking turnovers on. Dayron with the handle. Oh my god, Edwards missed the layup. Far out. Dayron, the recovery was superb, and Graham hits a 3. Oh, James Harden, for fuck's sake, man. If Dayron didn't recover that, 4 turnovers in the quarter now. Cam? Okay, that was brain dead. We've got to look after it, man. This is just ridiculous. Hart? Got around Patty Mills. That's way too easy. It's down to 15. I'm not liking this. James Harden needs to look after the ball, man. Here we fucking go again, man. If that wasn't called a foul, it's another turnover for Harden. It's not fucking rocket science, man. I said this at the half. You look after the ball, you're playing better. You don't look after the ball, you're going to get outscored easily. this is just too easy. The way that the fashion in which they've cut the lead is just crap. Thomas, fake the 3, mid-range 2. He's found his spot, man. He's like KD. Shot creation, bro. He's been very efficient today from the field as well. I wouldn't be opposed to giving him more touches. Ingram tries to get past Bembry. He got past him and... Actually, no, he didn't. He stopped. Which gave him enough separation. It's a 15-point game. Harden's got it here. Weaves through traffic. Kicks it back out of Bembry. Cam, corner 3. Ah. Go, Dayron. Good work, Dayron. Bounce pass. Bembry kept it alive. Mid-range for Cam. The rookies are putting on a masterclass. They're playing better than Harden today, man. Ingram. Oh, my goodness. Alley-oop. Hayes dunks it down. Cam Thomas, I don't know what he was doing trying to contest that, but... Bembry, I don't even know how he saved that on the last possession. Pelicans have a chance to convert the end. 1, it is a 14-point game if he converts the free throw. I absolutely hate this situation. Will... Hey, mate. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat for a bit. Shabat says, where are you, Kevin Durant? Well, he's not there. Devin Durant? No, he's not there. He is injured. He is out for the night. The rest of the night. Harden, don't turn it over! Foul and 1! Let's go, dude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. James Harden's hit the deck. He's got a sore elbow. For God's sake, James, do not be injured. He's grimacing in pain. The turnovers have killed us this season so far. Damn right. It kills everyone. Man, if you turn the ball over, you're just leaving yourself prone to being vulnerable on the defensive end. And Exhibit A is this third quarter. Getting outscored 26-15. You look at the box score. And, okay, this is not what we wanted to look at. We want to look at the your boys. Cam Thomas is leading our options offensively. Rebounding's been good. Assists have been good. The problem is, as mentioned, 7 turnovers. And I'll tell you what. The Pelicans have picked it up defensively. Like, they've been doubling Harden at every opportunity. Basically forcing it out of his hands. And Harden sometimes is very careless with the ball and makes really rash decisions. And, well, there's a reason. Well, now he's only got 3 turnovers, but that's bullshit. He's had more than that. But in the first half, it was like exactly how you want to see him play. 13 points, I think 11 dimes he had. So if he's getting dimes and only turning it over once in a half and scoring, like, that is the dream. Dayron's got 12 and 10. I mean, that is brilliant. And 6 offensive boards. Been so key to getting us some extra second chance buckets. Edwards has been great. In case you missed it, KD's out for the game with a left knee sprain. Cam Thomas off the bench has been superior. And yeah, that's pretty much the name of the game, to be honest. The Pels, they've been digging in the second half. Ingram's been leading the charge. But we've done well. Like, it looked a bit shaky in the early going because Nash didn't call timeouts. For the love of God, he didn't call timeouts. But he's been better in... he's been better. Wait, I don't even know who I was talking about. I just lost track of what I was saying. But yeah, we were able to withstand the pressure. Harden's okay. Durant, I'm assuming he said return. Yeah, well, he's gone, but hopefully he's not out for games outside of this one, but you can see the possibility. I don't know, who do we have next? We have San Antonio and Washington next, I think. Which maybe against the Spurs you rest him, I don't know. Harden converts the N1, so the elbow seems to be no issue. We got 4 minutes to go, and the lead is 18. Cam, Bembry, Harden, Griffin, Brown, the guys in. That is probably the worst spacing lineup you could possibly put in. Ingram is guarded by Bembry. The switch is now made. Bembry is back on Ingram. Hart, for some reason, is left wide open for three. Oh my fucking god. Jackson Hayes with a huge putback slam. Is someone going to man this guy up? Blake's got to be better. That's another offensive rebound for Jackson Hayes. Griffin, near turnover. Fucking idiots. This is just too easy, man. We've got to adjust, bro. Ingram misses. Please get the fucking board for the love of God. Thank you. Harden. Oh my god. James Harden again. He wanted the foul again. Bit slow to get up. It's a 3v4. Hayes here. Going downhill. Misses. Please, box out. For the love of God, box out. 3-pointer. It's in. Can't be fucking asked. Is it that difficult to box out? And this time it wasn't even Hayes. It was a fucking... I think it was Josh Hart. Or Alvarado. They all look the same. They're all wearing fucking headbands, man. Harden. Guarded by Temple. It's a 15-point game. Please pass the ball, James. Very, very lucky that there was a foul called on him. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line for 2. Far out, man. The turnover... We just haven't dealt with them blitzing us well enough. And you got to be better in that situation. Harden as a leader needs to recognize what's going on. Just the lineup doesn't make sense, though. There's no spacing. Harden pretty much has to go alone. Because Brown, Griffin, Bembry are all in the starting lineup. I don't know who the other guy is in. Is it Patty? Okay, Edwards has come in. Presumably, I'm not sure for who. Griffin is still in. Harden converted both free throws. It's a 17-point lead. Edwards has come in. Yeah, I don't know who for. But here's Alvarado, who shoots... Oh, no. Temple shoots the 3 in the corner and scored it. 14-point game. Uh-oh. They've literally sliced the deficit in half. Harden. Looking. Griffin. You had a guy to bounce pass it to. My God. But Griffin just went alone and the dodgy hook shot went in. Alvarado. That's off him. Bruce Brown, good defense. Who seems to have grown the hair out a little bit. Hairline's looking a little bit less crisp. Patty Mills is in. 4 turnovers in the quarter. It's felt like way more. James Harden is going to the bench. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but... It's Bembry, Mills, Griffin, Edwards, Brown. I hate this lineup so much. Patty. I don't know where the offense is going to come from. Patty, Bruce. Looking for Patty again. Who's... Oh, look at the activity off the ball. And then just drove it with assertiveness. And that was... I mean, that was beautiful. It's very hard to track when you're moving off the ball that quickly. Curry-like movement. Ingram one-on-one with Griffin. Corner. Temple. Good defense, Edwards. Force Temple out of bounds. They kept it alive. Turnover nearly forced. 1. He missed it. Oh, fuck off. Offensive board. I cannot be asked. Corner 3, it's in. No, it's not. Edwards, thank you. That Alvarado bloke nearly came up from behind. Stole the ball. We just need to hold it up. There's 28 seconds left. A 15-second difference between shot and game. I keep saying shot and game. Griffin posts up this Alvarado bloke. Kick it out, Blake! He floaters it up. Does it himself. Makes his own offense. 20-point game. I hate you, Blake, but I love you at the same time. Anyway, Alvarado will hold for 1. Here we go. Ingram. Good defense, Bembry. Bembry, you dumbass. 0.7 on the clock and he's fouled Ingram. Why would you do that? That is possibly the dumbest thing you could have done, man. Oh, Jesus. Give me a damn break. To those of you who are enjoying the stream, drop a like. And if you're new and you're wanting to stay notified with all the other streams I'm doing, we got the Cavs on Tuesday or Monday night, wherever you are in the world. We will be streaming that, hopefully. I'm pretty sure I will be. Griffin tries to full court pass it. It's going to be our ball with 0.3 on the clock. That actually was fairly smart. We have a chance to get a shot off with 0.3 on the clock. Let's see what happens here. Bembry's got it on the side. They're going to look for Mills. Never mind. It never went in. Got deflected out. And that was enough to make the full 0.3 seconds elapse. And that is it. It is an 18-point lead for the Nets at three-quarter time. Share your thoughts about that. I mean, you look at the first 2 quarters, we conceded 41, and then we conceded 36 in the entirety of the third. Like, turnovers are a big part of that. We only had 4, but 4 was double our tally in basically the whole first half. So, yeah, look after the basketball is basically the name of the game. Ingram's been well defended. He's taken 20 shots for 22 points. Hart's got 12, and then it's pretty downhill from there. They haven't been shooting the ball particularly well, but it went up in that third quarter. Offensive rebounding, yeah, we're out-rebounding them by 10, but turnover game has evened out much more. We're still shooting the ball very well from pretty much all areas. 3-pointers have gone down. Output, I think we only attempted 3 3-pointers that quarter and didn't make 1. So there you go. Cam Thomas with 17 and Blake Griffin with 6 off the bench. That's some good offense by Cam. And you would expect him to play crunch time like he did against the Spurs. Harden's got 20. He's shooting the ball well. And he's gotten a lot of assists. Like, distributing the ball, he's been well done. He's done well for the most part, but turnover game went up a little bit in that quarter. Edwards has already played 30 minutes, which is nuts to me. But he's played well. He deserves those minutes. He's defended Ingram well. Daron Sharp has been awesome as a center. 12 and 10. Great activity on defense. Offensively, he's been rebounding the ball, giving us second chance opportunities, putback dunks. He's even been handling the ball a little and looking to distribute it. And Patty's gotten 15. So, not the most recognizable game by Patty Mills, but, you know, you take a solid 15 on 60% from the field. It hasn't really felt like that, but anyway, we're about to commence the final quarter of this contest. Oh, jeez. Outscored by 10 in that quarter, so even if we get outscored by 10 again, it'll be okay. But what we have to avoid is a another case of letting them go on a run at the start of the quarter. Patty Mills' three-pointer is fouled. Hit on the head. 3 shots. Put the lead back up to 21. Harden passed it to Patty, who was freed up by the Blake Griffin screen. Anyway, Patty's got 3 opportunities. A pretty damn good free throw shooter. Number 1 is G. Number 2 is good. That one seemed to be short off release, but the gods wanted that one to go down, so they let it happen. And one more for Patty is good. So perfect from the line, 21-point lead for the Nets. A lot of work to be done by the Pels if they're to have any chance, but if the third quarter was proof of anything, it's that they can cut the lead down. Alexander Walker, very rapid pass to Herbert Jones in the corner, who didn't shoot it. Temple got past Mills. Floater is off. Edwards rebound. Strong rebound too. Harden will start the last quarter with Griffin, Edwards, Cam Thomas, and Mills. So pretty much the entire starting lineup. I'd love to see Sharp get closing minutes. He deserves it, man. Harden bounced past to Blake. He's got Cam on the wing. Patty instead! Let's go! And we've hit 100 with 11 minutes to go in the last quarter. Vontae. Oh, lost the ball. Got it. Back. Graham. Temple. On the wing. Herbert Jones. Fed Valanciunas under the rim. You have to bring Sharp back in. Just to match the size. We haven't had anyone other than Sharp on Valanciunas all night, and it's worked. Bounce pass by Harden to Blake. Feed it. Edwards in the corner. Yes! He's shooting it at 4 of 5 from downtown. You love to see it. That's our 10th 3 of the night. Shooting it at 48%. I mean, that is wonderful. Vontae Graham pull-up 3 is off. Okay, bring in Sharp. Valanciunas, another offensive board. Bring him back in. Bring him back in. I don't care. Blake Griffin has been boxing out. He's been shit. How is that not a... What? Harden tried to weave his way through 2 defenders. Instead lost the ball. I thought there was a kickball involved. But obviously not. Get Griffin to the fucking bench, man. Nash is going to cost us this game. If he's a dumbass with this rotation. Mills, 3 again. Oh! That went all the way around the rim. Took about three trips around the world. And then went out. It's going to be a foul under the basket by Griffin on Valanciunas. He's got to get Dayron back in. Dayron isn't even in foul trouble. Dayron's not even in foul trouble. And for some damn reason, he's on the bench. I reckon the only reason is probably to give him a shorter stint. Like a 6-minute stretch at the end. So they're probably trying to rest him a little bit. But I don't want the lead to evaporate in that time. Cam finds Blake looking for a cutter. And then he was looking for Patty Mills. The pass was never on. Unless you're the best passer in the NBA. And looks like it's just going to be a side out for a kickball. Bruce Brown is in for Edwards. What even is that move? I don't get it. I really don't. Harden. Cut to the rim. Beautiful off the glass. Good contest by Temple, but Harden went up and over the top. Lovely jubbly. Graham. Valanciunas in the post. You already know he's scoring this because he's way too big. Too bad we have someone on the bench that can do better. Harden strips the ball as Valanciunas was about to go up. Cam one-on-one with Herbert Jones. He holds the play up and he waits for the screener in Griffin. Here he is now. Passes to Blake. Gives it to Harden. One-on-one with Temple. Step back three. Yes! Timeout is required. 26 points, the margin. And, defense equals offense, lads. Defense equals offense. How many times do I have to say this? It's not rocket science. I've just got to have, like, a poster in the background. Just, saying it's not rocket science. Because it really isn't. Please stop complaining. Nets are doing well. Hey, you know, I understand where you're coming from. But as supporters, you should never settle for the very... You shouldn't settle for the least. You shouldn't settle for the least. But I understand what you're saying. We're up 26. I'm pumped. But I want the best out of this team. I don't want to settle for this. If we're up by 25, I want to win by 35. If we're up by 15, I want to win by 25. You know what I'm saying? I understand where you're coming from, though. 100% I understand where you're coming from. But yeah, it's just I have this anxiety in the back of my brain. I'm telling you, the 2018-19 season was scarring to me, man. That first half of the season where we choked, I don't know how many leads, is scarring to me. And to this day, it gives me anxiety that we will continuously do this. Because we did it against the Clippers. We settled for complacency. And then, you know, we choked the game. Amina hopefully recovery for KD. We're all praying on it. And I hope he's not out for long. I feel like the Cavaliers will torch us. They are on an absolute tear at the moment. Very sad. I think it's not much of an injury. Yeah, it didn't look like that crazy. He was able to walk it off. So, yeah, hopefully if he's out for tops a week. Curse the hell out of them when they do stupidness, bro. Have no problem with it. Yeah, it's just like Harden turnovers are the death of my, or the bane of my existence. Absolute death of me. But yeah, it's about settling. Yeah, it's about settling for what you've got when you can settle for even more. You know, the capability of this team. Oh wow, the first trio of Nets rookies with 10 in a game, in the same game since April 15, 2013. That is a telling stat. Cam Thomas with 17, Edwards with 16, Dayron with 12. I like that. I like that stat. We're out of the timeout. Yeah, I gotcha. I do the same sometimes, especially criticizing Nash. Yeah, the rotations are just a little aids. I don't know why. Like, there we go. Herbert Jones cutting to the basket. I don't know why Dayron's not in the game. He is more than deserving of closing this game out. And they've sat him on the bench. Patty cuts to the rim. Gives it to the cutting Bruce. Beautiful. Could have easily gotten stripped midair, but, you know, manipulated his body, his torso, so he could get that up nice and easy. Josh Hart nearly got caught in the air and then landed with the ball in his hand, so that would have been called a travel. Instead, we have to settle for deflecting it out of bounds, and they will have the ball now, the Pels. Valanciunas mid-range is good. See, Valanciunas was not getting these easy baskets in the first half. First three quarters. Why? Because Dayron was guarding him. I think Valanciunas had 5 with Dayron guarding him. And now he's probably already got 6. Mills misses the mid-range. Hart the other way. We've got 7 minutes to go. It's a 24-point game. Valanciunas looking to do the ball handling here as Ingram gets ready to check in. Alexander Walker passed it straight to Mills. On the break, Harden. Looking. Pass the backwards to Cam, who shoots a step back 3! Bit short. Alexander Walker. Floater. Over Griffin. Too easy. Bring in Dayron, for God's sake. Man's got a double-double. Has 6 offensive rebounds. Has been awesome. And you have him sitting on the pine. What? Harden with the behind-the-back move. Then turn it over. Bruce then recover. What? No! Nah. Fucking... Nah. Review that. Review that. I don't care. What the hell? Bruce Barron just snuck up from behind. Barely any contact. Josh Hart hits the deck. And they called a foul on Bruce. Edwards is in for Mills. Where is your boy Dayron? Still on the bench. Why? So dumb, dude. Like, why play small ball? Oh. We're just asking for the lead to be shaved in half. Alexander Walker 3 is off. Edwards rebound. Harden. If the lead remains the same, I'm fine, but Griffin has just been giving away offensive boards all day to Hayes and Valanciunas. Harden bounced past the Bruce, who rolled. Beautiful floater. That looked absolutely amazing. Off the hand. Ingram's back in. It's a 24-point game with 5.5 to play. Ingram. Alexander Walker somehow has a wide open 3, which he also misses. But guess what? What did I say? Valanciunas, another offensive board, and another easy 2-pointer. You're gifting it. You're gifting it to him. They should have half the points they've got in this quarter. Harden misses the step back 3. They should have half the points they've got in this quarter. Because of just the incompetence with Steve Nash's rotations. Alexander Walker was fouled on the drive by Bruce. Thank you, bro, watching from the Middle East. Damn. KSA. I don't know what that stands for. Let me know on that, because I've got no idea. Nash should be fired. He's whack. 100%. His rotations are dumb as shit. Griffin is finally going to the bench for my boy Dayron. My boy Dayron. Drop a like on the stream if you're enjoying. And if you're new to the channel and you want to stay notified, subscribe, man. I do appreciate everyone that's tuned into the broadcast today, the stream. Love to see new people in the chat. So to all those that are new, welcome. Harden fakes the 3. No look to Kessler. Kick it back out to Harden. Screen by Dayron, who rolls to the rim. Kessler has a wide open 3. He fumbled the ball. And then that went off Kessler's foot. That's unfortunate. It's a bit unfortunate. Anyway. Your boy Sharp's back in the game. 12 turnovers to 11. So, we've had 8 turnovers this half. Not ideal. Ingram is freed up by a Valanciunas screen. He shoots the mid-range. Good contest by Edwards. We're now in transition. Harden, here we go. One-on-one. He waits for offensive reinforcements. Harden screen set for him. Crosses up Alexander Walker. And then he just ruined it. He could have easily shot the floater. He decided to be a bit unselfish. Hart, easy 2. It's under 20 again. We've got 4 minutes to play. All we need to do is be responsible with it. Please no 19-0 run. It starts with scoring a bucket here. Cam, waiting. He just passed it straight to New Orleans. What is he doing? Alexander Walker waits, and Herbert Jones dunks. And just like that, the lead's down to 17. And we've got just over 3.5 minutes to play. Now, the responsible thing to do here is call a timeout, which, guess what? Steve Nash did it. So that's a new part of Steve Nash's coaching game. I didn't know he had that in his kit bag. But you can see the offense hasn't really been flowing for either team in this game. Or in this quarter, should I say. You can see the box score. I mean, look at the offensive spread here, man. Makes for some pretty viewing. Harden's at 25 and 15. But the problem is, he had 1 turnover at halftime and he's got 6 now. Consistency, man. Pain in the ass. Kessler Edwards has been fucking G, mate. He's been absolutely G. He's hit the full 3-pointers. Solid 16 points, mate. And he's played some damn good defense on Ingram. Then you got KD, who's only played 12 minutes, but he's had the 12 points. Solid 12 points. And then you got Patty Mills, who's hit the solid 3 threes, which is lovely. You know, shooting the ball pretty well. Harden's been shooting the ball pretty well as well. And then you've got Cam Thomas off the bench, shooting the ball pretty well. You can see the whole team's been shooting the ball pretty well. And then you see the free throws. And we're shooting the free throw pretty well. Assist numbers, pretty close to bloody 30, so I like to see that. Turnover numbers are through the roof in the second half, which is something you don't want to see. And then you look at the Pels. Wait, we're out rebounding them by 8. Assist numbers pretty even, surprisingly. Turnovers, we've had 2 more. Bloody careless. They've had actually 7 more shots than us, which is just pretty shit, mate. It's pretty shit. But they've been shooting the ball particularly well. Ingram's only had the 21 shots and made 8. Thank you, Kessler. You have played a wonderful game. And Valanciunas, if Nash didn't bring in Dayron, Valanciunas would have 5 points. Instead, he's got 3 offensive boards and solid 13 points, mate. But apart from that, I mean, they've had a pretty even spread of scoring too, but just not enough. You know, we've had, 2 players have scored 20, and then Edwards and Cam have scored the high end of the teens. So, yeah, there's your numbers for you. And we'll be back. Okay. Harden's been, apart from the turnovers, he's been pretty damn good. He's been pretty damn G, mate. He's got the 25, the 8, and the 15 assists. And he's got the 6 turnovers, which is not that good. You got to cut those down. But apart from that, and KD getting injured, I'd like to say this is a pretty successful game. Barring a major collapse. Dayron is handling the ball. Beautiful passing. Cam, yes! Dayron, I didn't know we had that pass in his locker. That pass by Dayron, I didn't even know. That is insane for a big man. We get a turn, or we get the ball going our way as Valanciunas got pinged for an offensive foul. But Dayron, where was that pass? I mean, I didn't even think half our roster can do that. I'd love to see the replay on it, but I can't. Because they've just resumed the play. Haven't shown him any love. It looks like we're going to get a tie-up. Or foul. It's going to be a foul. Dayron, let's just... Okay, we're not seeing the replay on that. Come on, man. I want to see the replay on this wonderful pass by Dayron. Pass it to Mills. I mean, the insane vision, number 1. And then the execution, man. Dayron is handling the ball, bro. I didn't know he could do this. Did he do this in college? Alexander Walker with a spin move and got it up and in. I did not know Dayron could do this ball handling, bro. And passing. He hasn't been afraid to do it. And he had the vision. On that pass to Patty Mills a couple of possessions ago. That's some insane vision levels too. Harden, one-on-one with Herbie Jones. Harden with the push shot. 2-pointer. Let's go, dude. 118. 98. We're going to have a timeout, and it looks like we're going to get all the resis come in. Drop a like on the stream if you're enjoying, by the way. And subscribe to the show. We're going to be watching the Cavaliers game in a couple of days' time. It's an earlier fixture, so we will be ready to go for that one, I believe. Mind you, it's going to be 7 a.m. in Australia when I'm watching it, so God help me in waking up. But, hey, wish me luck. Waking up at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. Far out, man. The commitment is unreal. But then after that, we will be covering the Wizards, and then we'll be going on a little hiatus, a 5-day break. We're going on a trip, so we won't be able to stream any games from the home setup. We may be able to do some takeaway videos. If you're in America, they'll come out the following morning of the game, and then I'll be back for the Nuggets fixture, which, mind you, is also a 7:30 start in the morning. Far out. Absolute torture, mate. The bloody fixtures have absolutely screwed me up. Absolutely screwed me up, mate. 2 minutes to play. David Duke's in. The Rezzies have come into the game. Dayron remains in. Harden will take a seat for the final 2 minutes and 13 seconds of this one. To those who have just tuned in, Kevin Durant went out with a left knee sprain, which could also be classified as a hyperextension. So whether he'll be out next game or in a couple games time, he'll come back in a couple games time. I don't think we know the answer to that question. But for the sake of Nets fans, and I think everyone involved in the Brooklyn Nets organization, the main hope is that he will be back, because he's imperative to our success in the postseason. I guess the silver lining is, even though KD will be out, we do have Kyrie for the upcoming road trip. I think it's a road trip. The Cavaliers game is definitely on the road. The Wizards game is on the road. The Spurs is on the road. The Wolves is on the road. And then we're back at Barclays for the matchup against the Lakers. Alvarado misses the first free throw after he got fouled. But yeah, then we'll be back for the Nuggets fixture. It's not a 7:30 start. I thought it was. But we will be back 100% for that fixture against Denver. So David Duke's just going to bring the ball up. Nice and cash. Pass it to Bruce. Give it off to Javon. And then screen set by Dayron. Javon shoots a mid-range. Fam, Javon Carter can't hit a 3 for his life, but I swear every time he comes in garbage time, he hits a mid-range like it's nothing. Looks like there's a bit of a foul on the floor. The score is 101-120. And, I mean, much similar to the game against the Bulls, where we scored 138, with Kyrie only scoring 9. This game, KD only played one quarter. Kyrie isn't even in, and we still have scored 120, which is something I find really impressive for this team. When this game is over, we're just going to do a little wrap-up with the box score, and then we will be heading off, so you can do whatever you want in your life. Perhaps that is go to bed. Perhaps that's have a nice little cup of coffee. Perhaps that's read a book. I mean, some people, actually a lot of people, don't read books in 2021. Or 2022, should I say now. I'm getting a bit caught up in the past. Cam Thomas here, looking for an option. David Duke now. Switch. What's he going to do? He's going to drive and kick. Javon in the corner. 3-pointer. Nope. He's trash. Dayron, good fight on the offensive glass again. Didn't give up, but actually gave away the foul. But yeah. Anyway. We've got 54 seconds remaining in this fixture. Share your thoughts in the chat about the game. Drop a like on the stream. Let's get it to 10. We're on 9 likes. I reckon one of you guys in the chat right now can just buff it up to 10. We'd love to see that. But here we go. Jackson Hayes is shooting free throws as the Pels are in the bonus. Here we go. It's 104-120. The way of the Brooklyn Nets. Here we go. Jackson Hayes misses number 2. 16-point game. And what's going on? There's a foul on the floor by the Pels. We're not in the bonus yet, though. Not in the bonus yet. Thanks to everyone who's been tuning in for the streams. I'm bloody grateful. I am. The community makes this channel, so thank you. Javon tried to dish it to Dayron under the basket as he drove. Dayron fumbled the bag, and now Alvarado will drive on Javon Carter. Feed it to the cutting Hayes, and he was fouled by Dayron, so I think Dayron's just fouled out. "30 seconds remaining, and he's fouled out. So, Dayron loves to do this, man. But Claxton, Amari Stoudemire, one of the assistants for the Nets, the big man assistant, showing him a bit of love, and that's what you need to do for the rookies. They usually, their performances are usually fueled on confidence, and confidence matters, feedback matters, criticism matters, encouragement matters. Anyway, that's going to be it. After the Pels, I believe, missed both free throws at the line. And Bruce Brown will just dribble this one out. 120-104, it looks like, is going to be the final score. And the Nets flans. How many times do I mispronounce words, man? The Nets fans get up out of their seats, give a round of applause, and that'll be it. Brooklyn chants ring around the arena, and it's a 105-120 victory to the Nets. Pretty damn convincing from the very start. We look at the box score, and you see the Pelicans here. I'm going to say it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I don't care about the Pels. They had some offensive boards. They turned it over a bit. A lot of assists on their end, and they shot the ball not great. You look at the Nets. This is what really matters. Kevin Durant only played the 12 minutes. Obviously got injured. But you see Edwards, 4 threes. Wonderful performance by him in 37 minutes. That is the most minutes he's played in his career. James Harden, even though he had 6 turnovers after only having 1.5, he ended with 27 points, 8 boards, and 15 dimes. Some of them were pretty. And he shot the ball particularly well. Same with Patty Mills, who shot the ball well. Dayron had probably the best game of his career, his young career. 6 offensive boards, 10 rebounds in total, 12 points, and some very good defense on Valanciunas. Off the bench, Cam Thomas was great with 20. Shot the ball at a very nice clip. A lot of those 2-pointers were mid-ranges, and he had a lot of confidence in taking those and actually hitting the shots. But yeah, apart from that, just an overall great team performance. The first half was where all the damage was done. You know, you can't really ask for much more. The 3 rookies combined for a solid 48 points. 16 between them, basically. Or 16 for each of them. Which is just a great return if you're looking at it. The first time since 2013, the 3 rookies have scored above 10 points for the Nets in a single game. And it's a really good positive when you look at it from that perspective. Because, you know, that's our future. You know, we've obviously given up so much draft capital, you know, to get James Harden in. And we lost Jared Allen. You know, you've got your big man rotation sorted, Claxton and Sharp already. And then you pair that with Edwards, who is the 3-and-D, the glue guy, hits a couple threes, is going to guard the opposition's best scorer. And then Cam Thomas is the shot creator. He's going to make shit happen especially in the clutch. He's similar in some respects to KD because he's very reliable from the mid-range. Obviously not as reliable as KD, not on that level, but he is pretty reliable from the small sample size we've seen this season. He's been very good. He's been very good. But yeah, and then obviously some good contributions from Patty Mills, who has had some iffy games in the last 10 games or so in this patch of form that we haven't been great. He's had a couple 0-point performances. He's had games where he's like 1 of 8, 1 of 7 from the field. You know what I'm saying? So it was very nice to see a couple threes go down for him. I think just it's fingers crossed that KD is good to go for the next fixture or even in the next week. If it's anything more than that, if it's a serious injury or a mild injury, like they say, oh, look, we reckon KD will be out for possibly 1 week. And then we'll reevaluate in in the coming days. That better not turn into like a 5-week layoff. Because I mean that's gonna damage our record. I can almost guarantee you that. But in saying that, it'll give a few more opportunities for the young kids to perform. But anyway, I think that's gonna be it from me. Make sure to drop a like on the stream before you leave if you did enjoy it. We will be back in a couple days' time. Subscribe to the show to stay notified for that. We will be here like 5 or 10 minutes before tip-off. So join me for the pregame. Actually, will we? It's a very early fixture, so I don't know. But usually we're like that. But yeah, that should be it from me. Stay tuned. And yeah, thank you for all your support as always. Thanks for just tuning in, engaging in the chat, making this stream the experience that I want it to be. I want it to be community based. I want your involvement to be, a staple of these live streams. So thank you for that. And thanks in advance for the support you will provide in the upcoming weeks, months, possibly years. But anyway, thank you. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next stream or video that I create. Anyway, so long, guys. Peace out.